史可能会告诉你，人类非常的短视经历，可是可能也没有历史，因为根本没有人可以记录我们这一代的人如何的短视，如何的经历。就在美国无法达成全国性面对气候变迁的气候基金的时刻，美国的加州面临的野火情况是过去的同期的3倍。而就像前面汪中和教授所说的，过去我们发生一个野火可能在加州，可能今年是在莫斯科，可能今年是欧洲热浪，可能今年是在希腊，但是现在是全球同一个时间，每个地方同时都在烧，都是野火。
Beyond the starkness of all this, a town destroyed, it is the silence which hits you. There is nothing left here. Greenville, California, population 1,000, swept away in the largest single forest fire this state has ever seen.
It's only when you see it up close that you get a real sense of the level of destruction here. This is Main Street, and in almost every corner, this town has been completely destroyed by the fire. Businesses, livelihoods, homes, all of them, all gone.
Greenville 是印第安山谷中最大的城镇。作为淘金热小镇 ，Greenville 拥有许多可追溯到19世纪的建筑。主街外墙让人想起古老的西部片，它的孤立让人感觉这里已经被时间遗忘了。直到8月4号晚上，无情的山火降临这座被时间遗忘的小镇。
Tonight, a growing threat as the giant Dixie Fire, now the largest single wildfire in California history. It's also the largest currently burning in the U.S. Overnight, the Dixie Fire exploding to almost 500,000 acres, over twice the size of New York City. Driving more than 30,000 people out of their homes, the inferno has destroyed nearly 600 structures, threatening another 13,000.
Residents of Greenville haunted by the thought of a home that stood proudly for generations, reduced to rubble in mere minutes.
We watched it swirling and burning trees, getting closer. We're just grateful to be alive. We got each other and the boaty boy.
Greenville, home to so many since the gold rush, now just smoke and ash. But despite the danger, some residents initially refused to leave.
We have firefighters that are getting guns pulled out on them because people don't want to evacuate.
枪或许可以赶走消防员，但是挡不住火。百年古镇超过3/4烧成灰烬。
The local restaurant is only recognizable by the tables and chairs still set. The town's businesses are marked by their metal filing cabinets.
People are displaced and many will never return. And that's a tragedy. You're seeing here not just a loss of homes and housing, you're seeing entire communities wiped off the map.
With all this around, you look for hope. And around the corner, by some miracle, there was some. One house survived, not a scratch. It belongs to Sherry and Terry Wirt.
Oh my gosh! Terry, you gotta come. Oh, it looks perfect.
The residents are not allowed back yet, and honestly, most won't want to see the destruction. But it is a boost, certainly, for these two. It's an hour down to the town where the evacuees now wait, Terry and Sherry among them.
Our home is still there, and we're one of the very few lucky people, and my heart just goes out to our community.
But they say these fires are avoidable if the forests had been better managed as the weather becomes more extreme.
Now it's an annual thing. It ruins every summer. It takes people's homes away. It's taken people's lives.
So far this year, California wildfires have charred more than 808,000 acres, more than tripling what burned by this time last year.
纽约时报追踪着美国每一场林火，这是 Dixie 林火烧毁的范围，褐色是已经烧光的区域，而红色则是还在烧的火场。巨大的林火也使得加州和奥勒冈州大范围地区空气品质呈现紫色，归类为有毒的状态。
Monstrous clouds of smoke from several large fires can be seen from space, blanketing areas from Salt Lake City to Denver with dangerous air quality among the worst in the world.
更糟糕的是，这一场烧了将近1个月的林火，受控制的区域还不到30%。
You think you're prepared for it, but I guarantee you you're not until you've been here and smell the smoke and see the destruction.
同样还没做好心理准备的，还有他们。
On the island of Evia by ancient Olympia, people are fleeing. Wildfires have closed in on these shores, and residents and tourists are being crowded onto ferries and fishing boats. Leaving behind the burning island. Here a woman shouts for help. Bring water, she says. The houses are burning.
Μπορούσαν να στείλουν τα πυροσβεστικά να τη σβήσει, την αφήσανε, κατέβηκε κάτω τώρα. Έχει πιάσει οι Θρακομακεδόνες χαμηλά. Ανατολικά, παίρνει την Ορφαίο.
Temperatures here have been over 40 degrees, and there are now more than 150 wildfires across the country.
雅典东北部埃维亚岛的居民又度过了一个难眠的夜晚，随着那里大片原始松树林化为灰烬。7号上午，政府下令疏散埃维亚岛北部数个村庄，有人不愿向命运低头，不服输地用水桶与恶火搏斗。
The worst thing is being woken up at 3:30 in the morning by the police, telling you to evacuate and leave everything behind and run away, something that you can't really do.
More than 20 countries have now sent support to join the firefighting effort in Greece. This team from France arrived on Thursday, but have no idea if they'll be here for weeks, even months.
Πολύ χαλιά. Έχει καεί όλη η Ελλάδα. Δυστυχώς.
Greece, like so much of Europe, is grappling with extreme weather. And as this part of the Mediterranean burns and thousands are forced to flee their homes, more difficult nights will come.
正当大片橘色烟雾笼罩在岛上，遮蔽了阳光之际，雅典国家天文台发布的一段影片更加令人震撼。影片中可以看到，在被烧毁的建筑物旁，大片的森林被覆盖上了一层幽灵般的白色，曾经翠绿色树叶上尽是厚厚的灰烬。
Those that evacuated may be safe, but their homes are unrecognizable. This is what Rolandos Pavlos' house looked like before this catastrophe. The lush forest that drew him to build it here ended up being the fuel that caused its demise.
You spend a lot of time to create your paradise. And, you go into your house and you start thinking, well, it's going to be destroyed. What am I going to pick up from here? And you cannot take away the memories. You cannot put them in the car. So I just picked a few clothes and I left it intact. There's nothing left. There were sofas, I cannot describe how many things were here.
Completely gone?
Nothing, completely gone.
A report out today suggests that heat waves and droughts and floods will become more common. How does that make you feel after everything that you've been through?
Well, it makes sense because the recent years we've been seeing growing signs of climate change here. We should have been expecting it. So governments should have taken the measures.
The Mediterranean region as a whole is quickly becoming a wildfire hotspot, as scientists warn that human-driven climate change is making extreme heat waves more common and more severe. Sicilian authorities on Wednesday recorded temperatures of 48.8 degrees Celsius near Syracuse, if confirmed, a new record for all of Europe.
Governments around the world are facing increasing pressure to do what they can now to slow the effects of climate change and stop events like these becoming more extreme and more frequent.
que estamos enfrentando la peor sequía y la peor crisis hídrica que hemos tenido en nuestra historia. Estamos en el 13º año de sequía, nunca habíamos tenido más de 4 años seguidos.
Bem, os efeitos para a Amazônia são muitos, né? Dentre eles, a questão da inflamabilidade da floresta. Com o clima mais quente, precisa ter mais ambição. Então, os governos do mundo precisam ter mais ambição e que a ação é urgente. Não dá mais para esperar.